All right, guys. So another example of how we are living in Cuckoo for Cocoa Puff world, as we got a story out of San Francisco, aka San Francisco, right? That involves a new UBI program. There have been a lot of stories about that. UBI programs popping up all over the place, mainly in liberal cities, that is designed to give handouts to people for simply being oppressed. And there's a new one out in San Francisco for transgender people. Yes, transgender people are going to be allowed to get a UBI or to apply for UBI, Universal Basic Income, as a part of their program to, I don't know, right, improve the lives of trans people or something like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll the news clip on this. Take a look.
A new pilot program launching in San Francisco will guarantee income for dozens of transgender people for a year and a half. Tonight, ABC 7 News reporter Tim Johns explores this first of its kind initiative for a community that is oftentimes left behind.
For some of the most forgotten people in our community, a lifeline could soon be coming from the city of San Francisco. On Wednesday, the mayor's office announced a new effort to combat poverty among transgender residents.
This is the first guaranteed income program for trans people in the country.
The initiative is called GIFT and will give 55 people $1,200 a month for 18 months. The program has been years in the making and is a partnership between local government, Lyon Martin Community Health Services, and the Transgender District. But activists hope the GIFT program is only the first step in helping a community in need. Statistics show that trans people suffer disproportionately from things like poverty, discrimination, and abuse.
The U.S. Transgender Survey, which is the only large-scale study of trans people in the United States, in 2015 found that 33% of trans people in California were living in poverty.
In order to qualify, individuals can be making no more than $600 a month. Applications for those potentially eligible are open through December 15th, with priority given to trans people of color, a focus that's welcomed by trans activists and San Francisco native Honey Mahogany.
I think that when we lift those people up, the people who are, at the bottom of the totem pole, then everyone benefits.
Mahogany says the city has long been a place of refuge for transgender people. She fears that as a wave of anti-trans legislation sweeps parts of the country, programs like these will become even more critical for people who simply have nowhere else to go.
It's really, really important that we figure out ways to welcome those folks who are coming here who have nowhere else to go and be able to help stabilize them and make sure that they don't end up on the streets.
In San Francisco, Tim Johns, ABC 7 News.
Yeah, so I want you guys to understand how Looney Tunes some of these liberal cities are, especially the ones on the left coast in California. This is a program that's going to cost about $1 million. Okay, so you're talking about $1 million to give money to homeless trans people. Okay, because that's what you're doing. You can't be receiving any more than $600 per month in order to get this, which you could easily get if you just get a job, right? You could easily make more than $600 a month if you get a job working at minimum wage, $7.25. I'm pretty sure minimum wage in California is not $7.25. Instead of telling people to get a job, no, we're just going to give you money, right? We're just going to give you money. We're going to blow $1 million giving you money while San Francisco and some of these other cities as well, too, are having crime crises, crime problems, to the point where even in a city like San Francisco, you can't even go to a park and to take pictures for your wedding without worrying about your photographer getting pistol whipped and robbed at gunpoint. Take a look.
Photographers often carry expensive equipment for photo shoots with thousands of dollars of gear. Now, one photographer was doing a wedding photo shoot on November 9th when two thugs tried to rob him at the Palace of Fine Arts, a popular tourist and scenic location in San Francisco. Asian Crime Report, who obtained the video, said it was a, quote, very dangerous situation. It's lawless with no end in sight. Fully covered in a hoodie and mask, the thugs hit the Asian photographer in the head multiple times at gunpoint. The victim told Asian Crime Report that the perpetrators were black. They fled to a light-colored getaway car parked in the middle of the street empty-handed. The photographer said he wanted to protect the wedding photos he took of the couple, and that's why he stayed strong and resisted. Another media outlet also reported a camera bag robbery on the same day at the same location. Many photographers told Asian Crime Report that most of them don't plan on shooting in San Francisco anymore, or will bring security or guns if they do so. According to the most recent crime data from SFPD, there's been a 5% increase in robberies this year compared to last year, and nearly a 10% increase in assault. David Lamb, NCD News, California.
Yeah, so amid the increase in crime that Democrats claim is a conspiracy, it's not happening in these liberal cities. The city, instead of focusing on crime, putting that $1 million somewhere to, I don't know, have some police officers at a park, right, protecting the park. No. We're actually going to just give it to transgender people, homeless transgender people who don't want to get a job. Again, absolutely amazing stuff. And again, is at the point where a lot of stuff is really just parody, because apparently there is 97 different gender options on the application. I actually did open up the application. It's a real thing. Okay. And they have all types of stuff up here. Pronouns I ain't never heard of before. Like Z, Zim, Zis, Z, Again, this is clown world, man. It really is. It's clown world. It's just, it's, there's no other way to really explain it. You see what I'm saying? Also, something else that you notice here. There's a little hierarchy here. A hierarchy of, how they see people. Like, for example, when you see how the gender identities are listed, it's all cisgender woman, transgender woman of trans experience, woman with the history of gender transition, trans feminine of center, male to female, demigirl, T-girl, trans girl, sister girl, cisgender man, transgender man. Yeah, I think man at the bottom for a reason. Okay? Yeah, again, this is crazy, man. This is insane. And if I was one of these homeless people in San Francisco, I would just apply, right? I would just say that I'm trans. How can you prove it, right? As long as I say that's what I am, then, hey, I should be eligible, right? I should be eligible. You can't prove otherwise. You can't prove otherwise, because the only qualification is that I think if, therefore I am, right? That's the only qualification. So if you're homeless in San Francisco, you're making less than $600 a month, you need some cash, I don't know, man. This program might be a program worth considering. All you got to do is just say that you don't like the genitals that you were born with. That's all you got to say, right? That's all you got to say. Don't have to get them chopped off. Don't have to undergo any type of hormones or anything like that. Just say that I don't like the genitals I was born with. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. We're living in a crazy world. But all I gotta say is this: it has become obvious that these people, like I said, they don't want equal rights. They want special rights. It always starts with, well, we just want equal rights. We want to be treated like everybody else. But that's never where it ends, because they already have equal rights. Everybody has equal rights. What is happening here is what you're seeing is special rights. Special rights for LGBTQ plus, right, is universal basic income, which is what's happening in San Francisco. The ability to talk to kids and children about gender and sex in school, even though we can't talk to kids about, religion, Christianity, Jesus, right, Muhammad, okay? We can't talk to kids about any of those subjects, right? But we can talk to them about gender and sex. They want to be able to use whatever bathroom they want. They want to be able to show their genitals to the opposite sex in the bathroom, okay? That wouldn't be acceptable in normal society, okay? If you was a man, a regular man, you identify as a man, and you go in a woman's bathroom, a woman's locker room, and you show your genitals, you're considered a creep, right? That's unacceptable, unless you say that I believe that I'm a woman, okay? Unless you say that you believe you're a woman, right? Otherwise, you're a creep. Again, it's not about equal rights. It's about special rights and privileges. That's what it's about. Period. And I know black folks will be mad, right? Because black people have been asking for reparations for the longest time. They still marching over that. And the trans people getting the money before black people, oh, there's going to be people upset. They're going to be pissed about this, okay? But again, that's how the victimhood war works, right? That's how the victimhood war works. Who's the biggest victim? And the biggest victim gets special rights and privileges that nobody else gets in society while still claiming to be oppressed and marginalized, so that we have to support them for eternity, right? That's essentially what is going on here, right? That's the goal. The goal is to never be held accountable, take no responsibility, and again, be subsidized by the rest of society forever. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.